You got that one wrong. Can you do it again?
No.
Jason,
No.
Jason, you know we talked about.
No,
Jason,
no.
Jason, Jason. You know we talked about. Please.
No,
Jason, please.
Later that day,
Come in.
Hi, I was just wondering if we could talk about that session with Jason today.
Sure. Have a seat.
So, I was just wondering, how many times is Jason usually restrained in like a session?
So Jason has a lot of biting tendencies during the session, so it happens maybe 3 or 4 times.
That's pretty often. Have you guys tried any other methods to try and help him?
Well, we've come to the conclusion that it works as it is, so we haven't really tried anything else.
Well, if it's as effective as you say, then would he really be doing it so often during these sessions?
I mean, their mother's already given the consent, so I haven't really seen a problem with it.
I feel like we should try and figure out like a better method to help him that's like kinder and less forceful than restraining.
We can put that into consideration.
Thank you both for meeting with me. I would like to take the time to talk about your son's well-being with these sessions and maybe hope to work out a better plan for him. I feel like the restraining that we're doing during these sessions when your son throws a tantrum and starts with the biting and the hitting, I feel that's not very effective, especially because we have to use it like so often during these sessions, and it's really, I personally feel it's not the right thing to do, and it's better if we take a much kinder approach that will be effective as well. So, Mr. Smith, I've heard.
No, please. That's my father's last name. You can call me Jason II.
Jason II. I have heard that you are all right with, or you prefer that we don't need to do anything and that you don't mind if we restrain or not, so.
Yeah, my son's gonna grow out of it. It's just typical kid things, you know, like he's not doing anything like improper.
We know, because your son is hurting himself when he does this, and if we don't put in the proper implementations and actions now and make a good plan for helping him, then this will affect him not only now but in his adulthood as well. Mrs. Smith.
No, it's Smythe.
Mrs. Smythe, I hear that you support the restraining, and I wanted to specifically persuade you that I can see that it's not helping him. During a session, it's around 3 to 4 times where he has to be restrained, and if it's at that magnitude that often, then it's not truly helping him. If it's just going to continue at the same pace, there's no decreasing, and that's what we're aiming for, a decrease in this action.
I understand where you're coming from, but I would prefer to stick with the senior therapist method as she has more experience on the job than you. I understand that you care about Jason's well-being, but if the senior therapist says that it's working, I would like to stick with that.
I had a meeting with the senior therapist, and I talked with her about it. She agreed, and she was the one that told me that you were okay with it, and I'm going to speak with her about it more. It seems that she is considering it, at least for the future, after like a few more sessions with restraining, but I truly believe that the sooner we stop the restraining and figure out something new, the better. Thank you for meeting with me.
Karen, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, of course. You're with the Jason the third family, right?
Yeah.
Why would you recommend to them that we change the therapy plan?
Well, I feel that
You are an assistant, okay? I am the senior therapist. What I say goes, and I say the therapy plan is fine. Capiche?
Okay, I understand.
Don't do it again.
I will.
I will have you fired.
she did not fire her. Kiara proceeded to write a strongly worded email to their supervisor. Later on.
Good morning.
Morning. So, I called you here today because I got your email about one of your clients, Jason, and I would just like if you can give me a bit more detail.
Yes, of course. So I've sat through some sessions with Jason, and I've noticed that there's a lot of physical restraining going on whenever he experiences the target behavior of biting and hitting. And I believe that we need to find a new treatment plan to help eliminate this behavior. Because I've noticed that from the beginning, there has been around like 3 to 4 times during a session where he needs to be restrained. And this has just continued with no signs of decreasing at all. So I believe that we are not helping Jason at all, and neither are we doing the right and the good thing to do. I've spoken to Jason's parents, and they've told me that, well, they basically told me that they would be fine with implementing a new behavior and therapy plan, but the mother would rather to hear it from a senior therapist rather than myself.
Okay. Do you have anything to say?
Well, restraining him works as it is. I don't see the problem.
Okay. Well, there is a problem because of the BACV Code of Conduct, which says that if it doesn't benefit the client or harms them in any way, it is not to be done. So we'll be going with the Assistant Behavior Analysis Plan. You will find a different way to help Jason and to fix his target behaviors. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. You can go, you stay.
Thank you.